A dazzling facility located here in the heart of Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Lucky week 13 it is. Everyone hoping for a little good fortune this time around as we enter the home stretch of the regular season. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Hey, Silver.
Hurts setting up to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Great.
Hurts looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And this kick works out pretty well for him. It's blown dead at the 12. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Alert!
Slot man motioned over. They're going to throw. First play with Mayfield. He's going deep this time. He's got it deep downfield. All the way. That's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Starting from the 5. Good looking return here, and he's got room. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. They've got 1st down from the 31. Here's a give up the middle. And his defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. From the pistol, Hurts. Throwing the out route complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 27 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's got Devontae Smith. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First down, a run with Barkley. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Hey, easy, 63, pass.
Hurts now from the gun. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles tie this game 7-7. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Kickoff taken at the 3. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Pistol. Up, Johnson. Hurry. What's that?
Mayfield to throw. Taking his shot, deep down the field it goes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. That throw is looking for Kyle Pitts, and it sets up 2nd down. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing again is Baker. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And he makes the Hefko. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. He not only broke on it to make the pick, Brock, but he was on the move real quick. Knowing short field, there's a great chance that he could take that one back for a touchdown.
That's exactly right. In this area of the field, an offense really only gets a second or two to react to that pick and get over and cut off his lanes. And if you don't, well, it's 6 the other way.
Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. This return starts at the 5. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. After the pick, here's Mayfield again. Launches one deep downfield. That's grabbed inside the 30. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons get it down to a single point. Looking to tack on the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Falcons tie things up at 14. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Fielded at the 7. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35.
At their own 34-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Great.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
No touchdown. 73. 63. No touchdown.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Third and long for him here. He's on the move. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Hey, 73. Kyle out, get it. No touch.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
No touch.
Hurts throwing again. On the move, headed right. Now here he goes.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Hurts to throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
73, 73.
On the play fake, it's Hurts. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. This has the makings of a shootout. A lot of points, but still tied as we reach the end of one. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They'll need a big play to continue a nice drive. It's third and very long. Hurts. Buys time, rolling right. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles take a second quarter lead. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
This one is up and good. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Returnable from the 1. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Hurry, hurry! Hey, alert, 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 alert! Watch out!
Baker now. He puts everything behind this one. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. A play fake now Hurts to throw. He's throwing deep to the left side. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. As soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Here's Hurts. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Oh, look at those savvy linebackers. They're just right in the middle of everything, aren't they, Kate? And it seems like at times they are the quickest reactions as well. You needed a quick one right there to get a finger on the throw and change its direction.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw, Hurts. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Takes it in at the 21. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Call that one a 44-yard punt. And the Falcons will take over. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Big shot to begin the drive, has him up beyond the 40.
Hurry, hurry! What's that?
1st down, here's Baker. Buying some time right. He'll wind up and heft it deep right. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And the Eagles take over as he records. Career INT. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
And he's swallowed up in the middle, no gain on the run. That was Montez Sweat who took him down. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Hurts. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Go Silver, right?
Here we go, 2nd and 9. And he goes down. The Falcons got to him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Thumbs up, alert.
Now Hurts on 3rd and long. Here's a loft deep down the middle. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. How quickly things can change, partner. The pain from being taken down that prior play, yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used the pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw, and he gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. He's going to field this at the 2. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. They've got first down from the 31.
Here we go, here we go. Check go.
Play action here with Howell. He's looking deep once again. This is caught inside the 15. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece, and he was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
Ready, go.
First down from the red zone. And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons make it a one-score game in the first half. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. And the extra point is up, and it is good. And the Falcons chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's a return from the 7. He's brought down to end that return as we've reached our 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning now from Atlanta. It's the Eagles, about set to begin their drive.
Great.
First and 10 now from the 30. Now Hurts. Chased out to his right. He can run it. And he's brought down after a short gain.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Throwing now off play action. This finds Smith. And he'll be at midfield here as he gets out of bounds. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
On first down, Hurts. Forced out to his right. Complete out to the right. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Great. Hey! 63, 73, 73, 73, 73.
They send a man in motion. From the 45 on second down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes it the impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Here he is on third and long. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that brings up fourth and long. The Eagles are in punt formation. Braden Mann will kick it away. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. He has it at the 22. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Officially an even 40 yards on the punt. And they'll take over with minimal time remaining in the half. Only 10 seconds remaining here, so first and 10 may be our last snap of the half.
Let's go now. Ready?
Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it. Second and 3 now.
Seven Pirates. Ready.
Looking to throw. He lets one fly deep downfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Street. Set.
Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Sidney Brown in on that stop.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Come on. Set.
This is Walker on second. He's got a gain of 6 there. Brought down by Jalen Carter. A solid gain of 6 there. It's going to be third and just a yard.
Kate, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Ready up.
First and 10 from the 41.
Set up.
Running back sent in motion. First down, Howell. Bails out of the pocket quick. Still on the move, throwing down the right sideline. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Howell again on 2nd and 10. Got a man. Robinson has it. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Here's Howell, 1st and 10. You don't get this complete to Pitts. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. To throw again, it's Howell. Into the hands of Pitts. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. Kicking team out to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons tie us up 28-all. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. He fields it from the 8. And look at this return. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35.
We've got ourselves a heck of a tie ball game, but maybe not for long after that return. Got one side clearly responding well to this pressure. Question is, some of those kicking team guys now running to play defense, how do they respond after giving up that big return late?
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 41. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He puts a pound. He's got it inside the 25. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles grab the lead on their first series of the half. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Fielded just shy of the end zone. He's got a lane up past the 30. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Go!
They send a receiver in motion right. To the air on 1st down. Howell. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Here we go, here we go!
To throw, Howell. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Ready?
Running left. Here's Walker. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Let's go now!
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Howell now. Pitts brings it in. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
Ready?
Now Howell to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back.
Touchdown, Atlanta! So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
The extra point is up, and it is good. And the Falcons tie this game 35 apiece. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Barkley trying this up the gut. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
2nd and 4. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled for a short gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Man in motion here. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Handoff headed right, Barkley. And he's brought down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Throw left side, complete. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles take a lead just before the end of the third. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Elliott on now to attempt a point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7.
Falcons 35. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter.
Chip 60, Chip. Come on.
They kick the running back in motion. Here's Howell. He rolls to his right. He's going deep down this. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And the Eagles get it back on the final play of the quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play.
A nice takeaway to end that third quarter. And they're going to have a new possession waiting to start the fourth. It's Eagles football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Now Barkley. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And that pushes them back, third down coming up.
We get so stuck, Kate, on decision-making being the ball in the hands and where's he throwing it. The ball in the hands in the passing game, and what kind of decision is he going to make? When in reality, in this game, in the fourth quarter, decision-making is also knowing when to salvage a play. Salvage that real estate that's so important to try to play a little add-on and make this a two-score game. That sack, that's not going to help in that decision at all.
He puts some juice on a deep throw. He's got it inside the 10. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
Barkley's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this two-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles double their lead to 14.
Falcons 35. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Working from the pistol. Howell has him on the quick hitter. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Howell from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Throw left side is caught by Pitts. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I'm sure coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Let's go.
1st down, Howell. Hits his running back. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. It was the rookie from Ohio State there to bring him down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Check go.
From the 47. Completed over the middle. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. That's good for 7 yards. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Go.
Here's Howell, 1st and 10. That's going to be... Fights off a tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. And the Eagles get to it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Well, he was fighting off defenders, trying for the extra yards. You understand it, but might have been what cost him and opened the door for that fumble.
Okay, you and I both know this game has changed so much in our lifetimes. It's evolved in so many different ways. But I promise you, you can go back to the 60s, the 70s, and many of these fumbles occur just like that. You break one tackle, you let up just a little bit, and the next guy comes home and delivers the devastating blow.
On 1st down, Hurts. That one's incomplete over the middle. That was Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. So it'll be 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Hey. Crowd up, Yanni. Crowd up, Yanni. Hey, easy, 63, bang. Delta.
From the pistol, Hurts. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Crowd left, Yanni.
Hurts now from the gun. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-six touchdown. You get a pick-six. You get a pick-six. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick-six a multiple highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
Here we go, here we go.
Will line up for the two-point conversion.
Go.
They'll try it on the ground. And he'll get into the end zone and make this a one-score game in the fourth quarter. All right, partner, it's only one extra point on the scoreboard, but come on, if you're the team who just turned it over, how much worse is it seeing them add on two there instead of just the extra point?
Oh, it stings. I don't think there's any question about it because not only do you not execute offensively, your defense doesn't do it either. So you kind of just smack them both right in the face, and yeah, that one hurts a little bit more.
Well, Brock, you can't blame him with how tough it is to recover an onside kick anymore, but he did hit it before it went 10 yards, so they had to throw the flag. New set of downs for him from the 46. Here's Barkley. He breaks a tackle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a Philadelphia first down. Here's another carry for Barkley. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. So a timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. All right, here we go. Second down. On the play fake, it's Hurts. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles stretch it to a 2-score game in the fourth. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Will set up for the two-point conversion.
He's throwing for it. Headed out right. And this is caught, so add a couple more to this lead they've got here in the fourth.
That's about trust. Trusting your QB is going to make the right decision on these crucial scoring plays. He found his read, and he made the connection for 2.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning.
18, Rattler. Ready? Ready?
To the air on first down. Howell trying to push it deep downfield. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Cooper to Gene in to pick it off. That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Eagles feeling good with a 14-point advantage. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Crowd left, Yanni.
They give to Barkley, left side. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Going to the ground again on first. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Complete over the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Hey, 73, 73.
They run it with Saquon. And he's brought down for a loss. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at second. And they'll have just one left to burn now. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Let's see what they went with on third down.
73, 73.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Throwing the out route complete. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
On now comes their punter. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he got under this one, but it's going nowhere, almost straight up into the air. And he'll at least get this to register as inside the 20 on the stat sheet, as this is down at the 19-yard line. So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And just a week after being soundly defeated, they're back out there playing a much better brand of football. Short memories prevail, Brock, as they move past that loss and get back to some winning football. And with Brock Huard and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Eagles are winners as we say goodbye from Atlanta.